afternoon, everybody. This is Dawn Marie with Creative DME Designs, and I am so excited. I am going to be working with Cara Brandon and Julie Freeman Fisher, or aka DearJulieJulie, on a collaboration for Easter. So here are their informations. And I made up these little flashcards so I'll be able to have them out. And what it is, it's going to be a 5-day Easter collaboration. There are about 20 of us who are helping out and showing different ways of using 2 kits that they have made up for this specific purpose. So this is kit A, or kit 1 for day 1. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying to find this. I'm going to stick that up there because this is very important. 5 days Easter for the hashtag. Today is the kit preview. The 25th is day 1. So on day 1, another video will be posted by me of what I did to mesh these 2 kits together. Yes, I know. I have 2 pieces of this because I had a little printer error, and I actually may even have to print it again because it did cut off down here. This is Julie's. And like I said, I'm sorry if it's a little cut off. See, I even had a problem with this one. But between the 3 of them, I should be able to get a kit, or get to use it, the pieces. So this is Julie's. Hers is very vintage looking. These are all from her personal stash. She's added a stamp and a little card and a little girl. Once again, this is day 1. And Cara has made up this beautiful pink background page, which could be used in multiple ways. And once again, that video I will show you what my thought is on this. This pack I don't quite have a thought on yet, but I do on a couple of the others. Now, one of the things that I like to do is use stuff from around my house. So with these 2 kits, you should be able to print off these 2 pages, mesh them together, and with stuff around your house, make something really exciting. So you wouldn't even need to leave your house to do this project. I know I have a lot of friends who live up in Maine and they can't go run to Target because it's an hour away. There aren't craft stores anywhere close. You may have to, you know, that's an hour away. So having these digi kits right on Etsy cuts out the craft store, and that is amazing for creators. It means that you can put your stuff out there on Etsy. There are a couple other forums, but this one is on Etsy, and you can show the world exactly what you're made of. Obviously, Julie loves the you know, the older Easter stuff, and Cara tends to go towards the brighter florals and pastels. Me, I'm a mix between the 2 of them. So this is day 1. I have my cute little folder here. This is day 2. On the top is DearJulieJulie. Once again, I had a problem, so it did print out twice. So this is day 2. This is a gorgeous little old ribbon that she got from an old photo book. This is actually a vintage page from a scrapbook. And most of these are vintage cards, all from pre, say, 1920 and before. So, I mean, these are absolutely gorgeous. And Cara's is this super cute. And once again, yes, I messed up on this. I actually tore it. And, of course, I had a problem with this one, too. So, it printed off twice. So, I can use this part. I can use this part. On Cara's, they're actually putting day 2. On Julie's, it doesn't have it. But, so, you need to mesh these cute little folders together with what Julie has given you. So, that's fun. Oops, you're not supposed to see that yet. They're supposed to be back here. Okay, this is day 3. Once again, Julie's on top. And for all my Maine peeps, this is from Portland, Maine, Eastman Brothers. So if anybody knows anything about them, give me a holler. I'd love to know if somebody you know worked there, or you know what they actually used or made. It was on Congress Street. And this one obviously is from the 1800s. This one, we have pretty little spring flowers. This one's definitely more spring with chicks and some, you know, an old Easter card. And for Cara, I guess I need to pull those up. I'm sorry about that. I have my camera hanging from my light fixture. So I can see it if I look up, but sometimes things get pushed down. If I were to change where it is, it shows you my chest, and I really don't think everybody needs to be seeing that. I don't mind you seeing my nasty, unmanicured hands. So, and this one is Cara's. So, this one and this one, I think, are going to be the best together. But that's just my personal opinion. I think it's both because there's a little more vintage on this. And I love gingham. Absolutely love gingham. So you have to use everything on this sheet and everything on this sheet to make something. So it might not even be you. I mean, if you've got a creative child and you want to hand these off to them and let them try, go right ahead. Like I said, it could be anything. It could be, you know, making a little book every single day or putting everything into a book. These are cute little tags. You could make a gift tag to give to, you know, for the Easter bunny, to give to whoever he gives his baskets to. You could make cards. But this one, I have something special with this one. So I'm really excited about this kit right here. So that will be day 3, which will actually be on April Fool's Day. Now, I do have to tell you, I had the best April Fool's joke happen to me back when I was in high school. My dad swore every time, April Fools, you don't have school today, Dawn Marie. Oh, okay, Dad, sure, I don't have school today. April Fool's sophomore year. Dawn Marie, guess what? You don't have school today. Gee, thanks, Dad, I'm getting up. Junior year, Dawn Marie, don't bother getting up. It's April Fool's Day. Oh, yeah, Dad. No, seriously, the town's flooding. And everybody in Dover-Foxcroft will remember that day forever and ever. And that's the best April Fool's Day that I've ever had, because I had fun wading around in water, running between people's houses, watching things fall over the falls. And then we didn't have class for a couple days. And the other thing we did is we drank water out of cans that came from the Budweiser Manufacturing Company. So that was lots of fun. Okay, so this is day 4. Sorry, tangent. So this is day 4. This is Julie's. And this is Cara's. Now, this one here is going to be fun, too, because there is some vintage stuff over here in Cara's. I love this bunny right here. He is so cute, and he's got one of my favorite kind of plants behind him, which is a pussy willow. Love, love, love pussy willows. Other plants, especially around Easter time, not so much. This one does have Easter lilies in it, which to me I am extremely allergic to anything that has the little pollen bud right there. So yeah, I have a hard time around Easter when it comes to allergies because of the flowers that are blooming and everything else. But pussy willows are good. I love those. Let's see, a hydrangea. This cute little thing right here, it's got all different kinds of purple flowers on it. Some buttons. So, some more little chicks. And these cute little bunnies. And these bunnies here with some eggs there, or you would think that maybe they were, I don't know, little kangaroos. But, so that's for day 4. Nope, day 3. Day 4, sorry. And day 5, this one's fun too. This is Julie's, and she has this beautiful cameo here. Lots of florals, and this adorable little chick, and a little background scene there, and a make-your-own envelope that came from a vintage envelope. She's even left the tear in it. And that's the other thing. Any of Julie's that have come from a vintage piece, like here you can see some of the damage along the edge of what was a postcard, and I just think that that's so realistic, and it just makes what you make a much higher level. And then this is Cara's, which is purple, which is my second favorite color to orange. And this is just like that first page, which was pink for the first day. And this is like a all over page. It could be used as pieces and cut out. It could be used as one background. It could also be printed front and back to be used for both sides. Once again, most of us do junk journals on this, but you know, some of these creators here have some other ideas in mind, and I think I might have a few that aren't going to be the normal. It's not going to be a junk journal, people. So, those 2 kits that I just showed you are on Julie's and Cara's Etsy shop. So if you are on Etsy already, you can find Dear Julie Julie and you can find Cara Brandon, and it will have the kit right there. Now, the other thing that they're doing, which is so awesome, is that all of their Easter and spring kits are also on sale. Now, you'll have to go to them and see how long they're going to be on sale. Some may be, you know, until the 1st of the month. Some may be just for this weekend. But 50% off. When a kit usually goes for like, a kit, if it's a really large one, could be $9.99. Some tiny kits can be $1. So being on sale for half price means that a kit might be only like $3.99. You know, 2 kits for under $10 to have fun and participate in something that a lot of other people are doing, and seeing where everybody's going with their designs just is so exciting to me. And that just, I'm so excited to be part of this. Now, some of their other kits. I did print off some. I have not printed off all of them. And I was starting to lose one of my inks. So it may not be as bright as some of them, and I may have to reprint them. This is just like the from page 1, but this is part of one of Cara's kits that you'll be able to buy half price. So I'm just going to flip through these, and this is a background page. So that also brings in like the orange that I would like. Look at the jelly beans or mini eggs, whichever you want to call it. Oh, there's a bad page. I'm not surprised. I was having problems with my printer yesterday. And I love the little carrots, which could be done for you can reuse it for like a garden journal. Or, for instance, if you had pet rabbits, this would be a great background for a picture. Once again, these are Cara's things. And this is stuff that you can buy on her website. And once again, my black, I have cleaned it. I don't know why it keeps showing up on the corner. The way I work, nothing is perfect. I'm still going to use this page, even though it has a little black mark on it. It's not perfect, but you know what? You have to use every piece of paper that you have. You should not have, you know, scraps anywhere. So yours will not have this. Mine does. This is another one of Cara Brandon's creations. And if you see, she has a full tutorial on YouTube. So when you get to YouTube, you can look up and see what she's done with this kit. And look at these little bunnies. Oh, so cute. So cute. And I do like that she has other things down here that are not necessarily Easter related or religious. Because I know not everybody celebrates Easter. In fact, I haven't in years. And I don't have kids to give Easter baskets, so the dogs get Easter baskets. Or they may just get their toys washed that they've taken outside and brought back in. So that's the other thing. If you are listening to my YouTube channel, I have dogs. You will most likely hear barking, and you will hear me correct them to try to get them quiet. So I hope that nobody is upset if you hear that. Once again, this is part of Cara's spring season. Now we're on to one of Julie's. And this is the little chick that you saw from one of the other days. And what Julie has done here is she has some backgrounds that she has gone ahead and put some of her prized possession ephemera on for her kits. So I'm just going to quickly go through these. Once again, this is Julie's. And this, what she's done for us here, and what you might need to do is if you need to have something that will mesh Julie and Cara's visions together, this kit right here would be a great kit to get. And once again, it is Julie's kit, and it brings the bright and the vintage together. Look at the little kids. Oh, kids! I love this little one. So yes, this is Julie's. Here's another page of that main one. And these could actually be used for spring too. I mean, you could find a flower to cover up the chickens or the little chicks. These are her cut-aparts, which means that you take each one and you fussy cut, which is cutting as close as you can if you're not up with the verbiage, and fussy cutting all around these to make cute little extra stickers. I have a special plan for all of these. And it has to do with something that I did back when I was in Girl Scouts or Brownies, whichever it was. So all my Girl Scout friends up there in Dover, start racking your brains and see if you can think of something we did for an Easter one time that I might be able to do with some of this stuff. So once again, Julie. This is Julie's too. This one definitely is a spring one. Definitely spring. Can be used for a lot of things. Look at that bright, vibrant blue. Isn't that gorgeous? Yay. Closer up of some of the other things. This is from Cara Kit. I think it stopped printing between one of her kits. I think I need to go back and check and make sure that this, I do have to say, is one of my favorite pages. And I probably will keep it on hand for a lot of things because this is awesome. This page from Cara is gorgeous. I think it must be a stamp from the way it looks, but she has put it into her one of her spring kits. And here's another purple page, and here is a pink gingham. So let's see what else. That was the stuff from them. Now what I would like to do is set these aside. And watch out, you're going to hear it flop on the floor. Now, I like to use things that are recycled. I also like to find things as cheap as I can possibly find to use. So, I went to the Dollar Tree because I needed a balloon. 15 balloons right here. This will be part of a project. What could it be? This is from a kid's birthday party. It was a leftover. Somebody had put a couple of these in a package with a couple other things at a thrift store. I think I paid a penny for it. So if you've had kids party and put treats in one of these bags, and you might have a couple left over, there you go. This is a scrap of paper. This is from a DearJulieJulie kit that I'm currently working with, but it's a tiny little scrap. This can be used. I found this little card. I'm not sure where I got it from, but this obviously is springy and can be used. Here is just a plain old piece of linen. It used to be part of a table runner that I used in another project. It can be used. You could go and get all of your ribbons out. These can be used. Scraps of paper. Obviously, I've used them before, but you know what? It can be made into something. Now, I'm not saying I'm using all of these in mine. I'm just giving you guys some ideas. Random pads of paper you have around your house. Grid paper, plain paper. A book, book page. That's the other thing I do not have here. I do not have old book pages, but so I just got back from Target, and this is part of an idea that I was thinking of. No, it's not going to have anything to do with junk journaling. What could I be making with these? Check out one of the days and you might be able to find out. So they're piling up over here. Packaging from other craft supplies. They're heavy, and that's why I only printed mine out on regular printer paper, to show you that if you need the heaviness of a cardstock and you have packaging, you have your cardstock right there. And as long as you have glue or double-sided tape, you have it. So now we're going to get to mail. Y'all get junk mail. I know you do. Look at this piece of junk mail. It is already screaming to be made into a junk journal. It's screaming it. But what do you do with all of that writing on it? You use gesso and you just white it all out. It gives it a heavier stock. The other thing you could do is you could, I'm going to use this, but you could use tissue paper. or really thin paper, put it over it, and you have a whole new sheet. The packing paper that you find, hey Bruno, the packing paper that you get from Amazon, you can use that. You can use envelopes that you've gotten something in the mail from. Now, y'all get that wonderful junk mail from people trying to get you to get a card, credit card. Look at this. It's already folded. It's already ready to be made into a special card. So you don't have to leave your house to find things to use these kits on. Another piece. This is the one you get because you're supposed to send something back. You can use these. I have another one. Look at the inside of that one. Isn't that cool? It's got the little recycle brand on it. You can use box. You can tear this off and you have a beautiful piece of brown craft paper. This can easily be used as the back of a card. You can ink it or paint it and make lines. So you would have a line to write on a plain piece of paper. You all have envelopes from cards, whether they have something on them or not. I just picked these up with some Easter cards that will be used in this. And I did not take the envelopes from behind the card that I was getting. I went and took envelopes, making sure that they matched up so they didn't have a problem with them, and took the colors that I wanted. Just because the envelope is behind the card doesn't mean you have to take that envelope. Think about it, people. Go get what color you want. So, here are Dollar Tree cards that I plan on using. You will not believe what I'm going to do with them. I am so excited for this one. I am so excited. Ah! It's going to be so much fun. So, the other thing I did, I have had this since I was a child. I believe that it might have been my sister's beforehand. This is from World Book Encyclopedia. There, sorry about that. I keep having to push it up. This has different months. This is from 1960. It is, I believe, okay enough to be able to be used in a project that you're using and keeping. You probably shouldn't sell it. However, that was March. This is April. So I will probably copy. I will not use these. However, I could, but I want to be able to have them for all the things that are in here. For instance, make an Easter lily, coloring Easter eggs, an important holiday. This is another holiday that comes around Easter. And you have to remember that different cultures, different times, may not be celebrating Easter. They could be celebrating spring equinox. They could be celebrating, which one is this? I can't remember what it is. Page 169. Isn't that awful? I do know what it is. Passover. They might be celebrating Passover. The other thing, the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. Does everybody know this? We had to memorize it, being from New England. So these are all things for this month. Something may work in here. Now this picture right here, I'm going to scan it in from my very special friend Darlene, who is making a junk journal about trains, and that will be sent off to her. So, this is so exciting. I just have to show you guys. I have made my very first printable. It is not for sale. I do not have an Etsy store yet. But if you contact me through Facebook, I may be able to download it to you as a free gift if you use it with one of these kits. I went through all of my grandmother's postcards, and this cute little bunny was in it. It is from 1960 something, so I believe that that will be okay for trademark infringement. The background, you can sort of see it better here. Like I said, this was the page that I printed right before one of my colors ran out, and I probably will redo it. But this right here is a piece of wrapping paper that I found when I went to a house that was being demolished here in Raleigh, a very large, beautiful house. There were bags and bags and bags of trash that were going to be thrown out. I found so much stuff in those trash bags. I found old wrapping paper. I found old pictures. I found a book that somebody had started to write. They did not care about the paper that was being thrown out. Nobody was checking to see if there was a signature from a famous president on it. Yes, nobody checks those things. They just start throwing out paper because paper is easy to throw out. So with that in mind, I do have to say, if you are cleaning out somebody's house and you find paper that has anything date on it from before 1970 or even in the 80s, because I may like something like that, please contact me. You can send it to me. I will digitize it. If you want it back, I will send it back to you. But these things need to be saved. And one of the ways to save it is to digitize it. Use it for, you know, digital downloads for people who want to create with it. Or just keep it on a zip drive or keep it in your computer. But these things have to be taken because we're losing all of our paper to the computer now. And it's sad because paper just, I mean, the differences in paper and the feel of paper, you have to, that tactileness is what excites most of us paper crafters. So, once again, I'm going to put some things down here. This right here, if you plan on using it or if you plan on looking and seeing what people have done with it, please look up this hashtag. I'll leave it there for a second. Here are the dates that we plan on using. And probably if you're watching this on your phone, you can just snap a page, snap a picture. You can find the kits on Etsy from DearJulieJulie and from Cara. Here are Cara and Julie's Etsy shop, Facebook page, YouTube, and Instagram. Etsy, Facebook, and YouTube. And I'm glad you're being able to see that. And here's the best. It's mine! So I am Dawn Marie Ennis, or Dawn Marie Milton Ennis, for anybody who knows me before I was married. My company or moniker is Creative DME Designs. I am on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, although I haven't put anything on there in forever, but I am starting this today. And all of this information, along with about 30 other people's Facebook pages and YouTube channels, will be in the description down below this video. But also, if you just use this, you should be able to pull them up and find all the videos on them. And I am so looking forward to this, and I really want other people that know me to try this. It's something fun. I mean, you don't even have to do it on these days. These are the days you can look things up. You could see this video in 3 years and look up this hashtag and see what everybody's done. The kits still might be available by then for them. But yeah, so this is going to be fun. It's something to do for Easter. It's not brain racking. It's got, the only thing you have to do is use the 2 pieces from Julie and from Cara, and you can make whatever you want. And that's all I'm going to say. Once again, this was Dawn Marie from Creative DME Designs, and I would like to thank both Julie and Cara for giving me the opportunity to do this with them, because this is my first time ever being on a team. And I am really excited for this. I am just starting out, and I no longer want to be the wallflower looking in on everybody's fun creating all this stuff. I want to be out there and be seen. So please make sure that you like videos, you watch them, and hey, if you have an idea or want to give me, you know, say, hey, Dawn Marie, use toilet paper in one of these. You know, I am up for that. I can take somebody's suggestion and run with it. So please follow me, follow everybody, and just give me the boost that I need to get beyond where I am right now. So once again, thank you guys, and thank you dogs for being so good and not barking. Have a nice day.